Hello, it's Dorleen, and today I'm working on a one-page layout, and these are some pictures that were taken at my sister's. They have a trampoline outside, and we just took some snapshots. So I had this collection that I was debating on whether of keeping it or putting it in the trash to treasure pile. So it was sitting at my desk, and then when I was looking at the pictures and thinking what colors to use, I thought purple, and that this collection just caught my eye and it was perfect. So I'm using a sketch from Scrapbook Generations that I had purchased years ago, and it was like a 6x6 pad, or how to use that sketch. This is supposed to be like a 2-page spread, but I'm only using the left side of that sketch, which had 2 6x6 pieces of paper up on the top and then 3 4x6 photos on the bottom. Perfect. So I'm just going through all the little embellishments. This whole set this is the whole set. So I think I might have won it or something during an expo, because honestly, I think it wouldn't have been something that I would have picked out, but I wanted to keep it because it had a lot of cityscape and kind of like traffic and maps, things like that, but also these incredible colors. So yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm not going to put it in the trash to treasure pile. So I'm glad I took a second look at it. But right now I'm just adhering the photos and the paper to the cardstock. Now this cardstock base is going to be completely covered, so it really didn't matter what color I used. I have a lot of this really dark gray, so that's why I chose this one. But a lot of times I'll use one of my throwaway papers. When I say throwaway, I mean trash to treasure papers, one that's already pretty thick, because what a great use for ugly papers or papers you don't think you're going to use. But like I said, in this case, I just used this dark gray cardstock. So I'm going through some die cuts that I have that do not go to this collection, but I have them all in a little binder because I was really trying hard to organize things, and so far it's working. But I noticed when I was going through my binder that this collection had a lot of oranges and dark colors, and so you see that little, almost looks like a cloud shape that says good times. I mean, how perfect is that for this? And it's that kind of orangish red that really matches this paper perfectly. So I grabbed those, and then that little circle that says smile, that arrow says something like, I don't know, I can't see it. Sorry, this is I'm obviously doing a voiceover. But we'll see it in the close-ups. So now I'm going through the collection that is with the embellishments that are with the collections. So look at that really cool circle that's purple. Pulled that out, definitely works. And also that purple arrow, or that ombre arrow up on the top. Now I know I want to put a strip of paper that goes between the two pattern papers and also the 3 photos. I had this piece of paper, you see that over there on the left side, that brown, kind of clashed. And then I was going to use a black and white, but then I also pulled out this really light purple. Now in those polka dots, there's a couple of different shades of purple, and this one happens to match pretty well. And so I was kind of going with that purple theme. I don't use purple a whole lot, so I was actually pretty excited to use it. Now this purple piece of cardstock just came from my scrap pile. I didn't have one that was exactly 12 inches lengthwise, but because I'm putting a cluster of embellishments there, I really could snip off 2 different pieces, which you see me doing here. And it works perfectly because, except for you, because I'm showing you my secrets, nobody is going to know that. So I'm just playing around with the embellishments, trying to figure out where I want to put them. And you'll see in a minute, this seems to be the thing that takes the longest in any of my scrapbooking, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. It's like you kind of get the paper right away, you kind of get the sketch or the design right away, but those embellishments, they will get you. But it always ends up being super cute, and the key is knowing when to stop. But basically, I didn't use a whole lot of embellishments on this page, so I was actually pretty proud of myself. I feel like I probably could have gone wild, because those 2 6x6 pages over on the top, the good thing is that they're pattern paper, so they add another dimension anyways, but there really isn't a lot going on this page, which I love about it. So, because even at one point, my daughter and I were like, does it need something else? And then I said, you know what? No, it doesn't. So, I mean, I probably could have told the story a little bit more, but, we're jumping on a trampoline. So maybe I need to put a little something like at Yaya's or Auntie Yaya's house or something like that. You notice I put a little bit of glue behind that So cool embellishment. Even though it does have adhesive in the back, I always feel like they're just never really enough, and over time that's just going to fall down. So that liquid adhesive plus the adhesive that's already on there will really make that stick. And so that's good with that. Now, I just used the liquid adhesive for the orange arrow, but this one, I see how it has like kind of a banner top. I wanted it to be straight because I was just going to put it straight across the top of the page. Now this is also a chipboard embellishment. Now that's so cool was, I did mention it earlier, that's a chipboard embellishment, and I was okay with the height of it, but I don't usually make really bulky pages, so I was just going to peel off as much of that cardboard as I could, or the chipboard, and it just peels right off, so it was no big deal. And then I just added liquid adhesive, and I like that a lot better because it's more flat, and that's just my personal choice. I just don't like a lot of bulk. So that was pretty much it on the embellishments. I did add some stars as well, and you'll see me pull out the pack, and they're actually puffy stars, and I got these from close to my heart, which I am sad to see them go, but it looks like they are moving on to good things, and any demonstrator that wanted to continue, I just thought of it. Are they still called demonstrators? I feel like we don't have house parties anymore, or maybe people do. I don't know. My demonstrator doesn't. But anyhow, so I put down some stars. I just did 3. I really wish there was maybe one that was a little bit smaller, but it worked out. It was really cute. So like I said, this is pretty much all I do on that left side, which I think is perfect. It's not too much. It doesn't like overwhelm the pictures, which is what the main reason why we scrapbook, right, folks, to concentrate on the pictures. I did do a title. My daughter helped me with the words because I wasn't sure what to do, and we just did a basic jump around. Thank you so much for watching. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center. But I also realize that I'm doing a lot of things out in my backyard. So really just anything that I'm creating. I like to do all kinds of stuff. And I hope that most crafty people, I think, kind of jump around. That's hilarious. I didn't mean to say that. But a lot of us like to experiment with different projects. Or at least I do, because I'm just interested in art and creativity, and it makes me happy. So anyhow, very simple. I did end up doing a little bit of white splatter above the jump around, but you can see that at the end. It doesn't change it a lot, but it's just enough to make me happy. But thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Bye.